Hey, I'm Aurena Agathe Fohler from Germany, half Sri Lankan, half German. I want to talk about food today and the yummy food one, not the one which comes from some fabrics or some chemical fields or whatever. So I don't want to tell you or preach you what you should do or not do. It's just my experience. For example, I was in Tenerife and I met a very nice person. Hi, just in case you see me. And he was dating a lady which she was eating raw food a lot, like the vegetables, but raw. I'm sorry, I couldn't eat that the whole day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, always like the raw vegetables. Sorry, I mean, this is boring. I mean, I'm a person, we are all different people, and I want you to understand that you're different from all the others. And you shouldn't follow any diet plans. You shouldn't follow very strict any rules or books or advices, because you are different. In Ayurveda, we have Pitta, Kapha, Vata. So Pitta is fire, Kapha is more like the, sorry, I don't know, I think the bitter person or whatever, I'm not too sure. And then we have Vata, which is like the cooling. So like when you're in hot countries, you eat curd and the curd cools you down, right? That's why we say it's a cooling product. Or coconut. Coconut is cooling. But if you eat cinnamon and if you take honey or chili, there's lots of fire inside. So according to a person who had got gastritis or something, they shouldn't eat fire stuff. They shouldn't eat chili because it produces more flame, right? So curd will be good, and a lot of green leaves will be good. So I'm telling you, just listen to yourself. Start learning. You know, you can take time, and it's worth it for yourself to understand your body, to understand your needs, to understand which food is good for you. Sometimes it's good for you to eat raw food like a salad, and sometimes I could not live without warm food. I need soups or like herbal teas. I love salad, but if I eat it every day, I put on weight and I feel very sick, you know, because my digestion system is different from other people. Okay, so just make sure it's like you do what suits you. For example, in Ayurveda, I have seen people coming from Europe to India. I was staying there, I was living there, and I wanted to study about Ayurveda till I realized that people go there coming from a hot, cold climate with a totally different biorhythm, going to India, which have a totally different climate, very hot, different food, and they were actually suffering in the first couple of weeks. And me personally, it took 1.5 to 2 years that my metabolism from the Europe climate changed to the Indian climate and system. That's why sometimes they eat fruits like mandarin or guava with salt. We wouldn't eat that here because we don't need it, because we don't sweat that much. But in India they do, and that salt gives us minerals back, right? So if you do Ayurveda, make sure it's a combination of who you are and what you really want to achieve, because your body, you can't expect your body to heal and to digest something if the the metabolism of your body is different than what you're used to, and you're going to a place which is so different from who you are, right? So don't expect something from something which is actually not matching you. And if you want to match it, take your time and find out who you are, what you want, what you need, what your body needs. Sometimes people crave lots of sugar and chocolate, but that's because the bitter bitter taste is missing. So you can eat rucola. You can take, instead of, for example, Nesquik chocolate milk, you can use the cacao powder. You can melt it in coconut oil, and then you fill it up with almond milk, rice milk, hazelnut milk, and it's very healthy. You don't need to use cow milk, okay? Because some people have allergy or lactose intolerance. And then you can put little honey or cinnamon inside and you just drink it and you will love it. And your children, I'm telling you, they will love it. I tried it once, but I put too much cocoa powder inside and they made a face like that. And I was laughing because I loved it and they didn't like it. And then I realized I have to fill it up with little more honey and a little bit more almond milk, and then they really loved it. So don't give up, just keep trying, and it's healthy and tasty. And just remember, if something comes from your garden and you cook something which is from the garden and it's tasty and you can cook it with your friends, and every one of the friends, when you have a little party, everyone brings something, homemade food, you know. If you put it all together, it's not much time, it's tasty, it's healthy, it makes you happy, and when you are happy, you feel better and you won't put on weight. If I'm not happy, I put on weight. But if I eat things, you know, sometimes when I eat even more than what I normally eat, I don't put on weight because I'm happy. I love eating that food. It's so yummy, it's so juicy. So all I want to say is, if you can, eat bioproducts without chemicals, because those chemicals also do a reaction in your body and it creates allergies. What you can do is go to farmers which produce biofood. Start planting your own food, create your own food, or even if you go to a normal supermarket, eat vegetables which you really like, which are tasty, okay? And make sure you eat stuff you really like. Have you seen some people who eat raw cost or eat only bio food? Some look really sick and gray and very, you know, like really sick. So you don't have to be all strict. You have to be happy. You should be happy, okay? So you do your own constellation of how you want to eat, what you want to eat. Just make sure it's tasty and you're happy. And you know what? It's not poisonous to eat poison. It's poisonous to have poisonous thoughts, okay? So, good appetite, and I wish you a very nice day or evening or morning. Bye-bye.